Hello and welcome to my 21st storytelling practice, I believe. The title, the thing, I want to say with this title that I do not know if manifestation is the right word, but it feels like it. I'm just going to say it feels like it. But yeah, this video is just going to be about a way and the most powerful way to make your dreams come true. And the Alhamdulillah, I am actually grateful that I can talk about it today with you. I'm also it's nighttime. I'm recording this at nighttime because tomorrow, inshallah, or at the time I am uploading this video, I am um, collecting money for the mosque I did reversed in, so I don't have time tomorrow. Today, today that you're watching it, I am actually in a mosque. Um, Collecting money for a mosque that needs it. So I don't have time that day. Anyways, we all have dreams, we all have desires, we all want to make things come true, and I invite you to think about those things right now as I am doing it as well right now. We all have desires. Like for me personally, I'm just going to tell personally, I inshallah want to meet the right wife at the right time. Um, and you might be thinking about a job or actually like anything like a career, a certain thing that you want to achieve. And yeah, you know that you can make it come true with the right intentions. With the right intentions, everything can come true. The what I want to say as well is that sometimes you hear things and you know they are true. This is your heart speaking to you. Your heart knows the truth. It's something that every religion or most religions teach, not only Islam, but other philosophies as well. But it is in Islam. I don't know if there's a hadith. Like if you know the hadith, please share it with me. But I met a lot of practicing Muslims, and because I am practicing Muslim myself, alhamdulillah, and I do want to say that your intelligence is actually in your heart. So when you hear something like some intuition is the voice of your heart, is what they say in yoga. Um, it's just interesting because in Islam it's kind of the same. We can feel in our heart which things are true and which things aren't. And for example, when you read the words, or you hear the words, or you listen to the words of the Quran, the words of Allah, you know it's the truth if you're open to that, if your heart is open to that. And if you are Muslim or you are religious or you're practicing a religion, you know that God, Allah, is all powerful. And this, and we can actually communicate with Allah Himself in a way. Of course, we have to do it with the right intentions. The intention is to praise Allah. That's the purpose of the Quran. The Quran, I'm reading it right now, and the main message of it is La ilaha illallah. That's the most important thing for us humans to do, and for the jinn as well, is to praise Allah. If we, if we are righteous and if we want Allah to be righteous towards us. Allah even promises, I believe, in the Quran that He will be righteous towards the people who acted righteous. But with everything, you still have to work towards it. Anyways, the thing that I am talking about is dua. I'm sure, if you're Muslim, you heard it, but it's also a way of praising Allah, which is nice. That you can ask Allah for things you desire, and at the same time praise Allah and give blessings upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's nice that you can do that. Like this is an opportunity, and this is also important. We it is so important that we know in our heart and believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our God, is all powerful. Like a good example of this is that we have to believe that Allah gave Jesus to Miriam, even though Miriam was a virgin. Astaghfirullah, I was raised in a Christian family, and here in Belgium there are Christians, but most of them aren't practicing, and there are a lot of people, even religion teachers, who make false statements about how Jesus was born, and we shouldn't tell lies about prophets or important figures through history, through the history of praising Allah. I'm not an imam, but I do want to share this with you because it's just so powerful, and we are so it's just there's so much rahmah, so much, I don't know the English word from God. Like it's really like the that we have the ability to do this. It's really tells us that God is all forgiving. So in Islam there's dua, I'm sure someone can tell this a little bit better than this, but the best way is to start with of course obviously you raise your hands, you do it you talk to God. You raise your hands in a bit of a, I don't know the word, but you understand it. I can't show you both of my hands right now, but you start with giving blessings upon the Prophet ﷺ. Then you start with the names of Allah. In the Quran there is 99, I don't know the English term, but 99 names, and the more names of Allah you know, the better you know Allah. So it's all it's really good to know these names, and it's really good to give it in a dua. We want to ask Allah things, we want Allah to do good for us, but we also have to do good for Him. So that's we also have to work towards, and that's why it is like that, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then you can you can just ask your personal things, and the best thing I have heard it is to repeat it 3 times, and then end your dua with giving blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ as well, to close with, just because it's a nice way of asking, and we have to bless our prophets because he taught us all these things, right? So it is really powerful. And what I do, the nice statement about this, or the nicest thing about this, is well, there are 3 outcomes, and this is just things that I've heard from people talking to me about it, or me learning about Islam, and me experiencing things as well, in real life, or experiencing it myself, or hearing friends experience it. And there's 3 outcomes to dua, there's 3 outcomes to asking God Himself to what you want in life. And it's either that it gets immediately accepted. Sometimes you ask Allah for things and it immediately gets accepted. I'm going to tell you a story about it. A friend of me always talks about, literally every time he talks to me, he tells me the story of when he was in the mosque and did a dua. He asked Allah for the right knowledge, and then some people where I am also friends with, they have knowledge, came to him and told him, corrected his way of doing something, and they got to meet and they are friends now. So sometimes Allah accepts it immediately, then there is another possibility as well. Sometimes you don't always immediately get what you want, but you can get exactly what you asked for in some time when time goes by. Like, we shouldn't be able to predict the future, but um, Allah has written everything, and sometimes when you ask something, Allah will give it to you, but sometimes the time you ask for it is just not the right time for you. So it will enter your life at the right moment. And then there's another outcome which is maybe the nicest, or I don't know if it's the nicest. I like, they're all very nice. This all the possibility, like the thing that we are able to do dua really shows you tawakkul, really shows you that everything is indeed always alright. Anyways, the third outcome is that I'm sorry for like getting really silent when I talk about Allah. Like, I get really silent because it's just so intimidating how much beauty there is in believing. But the third outcome is that, well, you get something else, but it's better for you. And that's just so really, like, that we can do the way that we can do, like that we can ask Allah for everything we desire. It shows you just how forgiving God is, and this is why I do really like to share this video with you. I am going to do dua, inshallah, tomorrow, or maybe tonight, but definitely tomorrow, for the mosque that I reverted to that needs money, like a lot, to save it, to make it keep, like, to keep the existence of it. And I invite you, if you are Muslim and watching this video, to do dua for this as well. It does influence a lot of things in life, and Allah wouldn't have taught us how to do this if He didn't want us to do this, right? So yeah, inshallah, may Allah keep the mosque safe. I don't know if that's the right word, but we can all say Amin to that. So yeah, see you next time, inshallah.